Hi, I'm Chris with Business Over Brews, and I'm inviting you to another fireside chat where I crack a beer, light a fire, and talk about some of the successes and failures I've had in my career that hopefully can help you, and I'd love to get your feedback on your own experiences. Today, what I'm talking about is I forget. Today, what I'm going to talk about is a mantra we hear all the time: work smarter, not harder. I hear it every time you run into a problem or you're doing something. Work smarter, not harder is a mantra we hear all the time. And it's a valuable mantra. If there is a way you can use something with leverage to produce a little effort to get everything done that you wanted to get done, or a faster way to achieve your goal, there's absolutely no reason why you can't go that route. But the idea of work smarter, not harder, sometimes gets beaten into us so much that it's actually counterproductive. For example, there was a project I was working on back at my company. I had to inventory through a spreadsheet every web page that we had on our website. I managed the website for the company at the time. We had over 600 pages between main pages, sub pages, secondary pages, product, solution, landing pages. We averaged about 600 pages, which is insane, which is another discussion to have. And what we had to figure out was, what were those pages? What are the URLs? What could we categorize those pages as? Content, solution, resource download. What were the assets that were on that page? What were the calls to action on that page, and what audience did it apply to? Now, that is an opportunity where someone had said to me, work smarter, not harder. And work smarter, not harder for me on that means, is there some sort of company we could hire to do this inventory, to review the pages? There's plenty of companies out there that do that. That's what SEO companies do. They review all of your pages, they give you feedback, they give you a list of all these pages and give you suggestions on what you should do to those pages. That's a project that takes several weeks and will cost several $1,000s, and that is something we didn't have at the time. I had a matter of 4 or 5 days to get this project done. It was given to me on a Monday, and I had until Friday to deliver on it. Now, there's another way we can go. We can try and use an outsourcing solution like an MTurk, for example, Mechanical Turk, an Amazon solution, much like a Fiverr or TaskRabbit, where you post a job to be done, however they can do it. For example, this was just to review web pages and give feedback, and you issue out 50 cents, $1 per page to get something done, which isn't bad. That would lead us to about $600 to have the entire thing done. However, when you put these task jobs out, these Mechanical Turk outsourcing jobs, you have to be very articulate on what you want done. And it has to be easily interpreted from multiple people. You could have one person do the whole job. You could have 50 people bidding on different parts of the job. And not only that, you have questionable accuracy in the data they're going to provide. Not only that, the context of the data that different people provide could be wildly different, and you have to find a way to aggregate all that data back into something useful. Those are smarter ways to work, but it got to a point where we realized it was much faster for us to divvy up the pages across the team members. There were 4 of us or 3 of us. There were 4 of us. We gave each other about 150 pages to review, and we all just got a couple beers, sat in the conference room, and got them done in about 3 hours. The reason why I look at work harder, not smarter, is at times you have a job that needs to be done that no matter what you try to figure out, the budget isn't there, that the manpower might not be there to get it done. The fact of the matter is, you might find yourself paralyzed trying to figure out a smarter or easier way to get a job done that just needs brute force attack. Just get it done. Just work at it. If it's a hole that needs to be dug, sometimes you just got to dig it. And that is why I feel that work smarter, not harder is a great mantra to have. But at times it will paralyze you trying to figure out, how do I get done with this mountain of a monstrous task. And instead of focusing on achieving the goal and getting the task done, you're trying to find shortcuts or simpler ways to get it done, which end up elongating the project and make you miss your deadlines. So you do have to set a time constraint. It's always good to look for a faster way to get something done, but set a time constraint, because you're going to get to a point where sometimes it's just worth picking up the shovel and digging. I hope this made sense. I'd love to hear projects you've done where you've just realized it's easier for you to move forward and attack it yourself versus doing this whole work smarter move to try and get a job accomplished. Granted, if there's an easier way to get something done, you should always find a way to do it, but don't let it paralyze you. I hope this was informative. I'd love to hear your feedback and leave a comment below. Thank you very much.